What's up, guys? It's your girl Claire React. Welcome back to my channel. So guys, the last time I did a song by Yuval Raphael, I got a lot of notifications from my subscribers asking me to react to Yuval Raphael's story. So guys, as a good citizen that I am, you called and I decided to answer your call. So I'm bringing you guys the story of Yuval Raphael. So this lady is a music artist and she was involved in a terrible massacre. Yeah, she was involved in the Nova Music Festival massacre sometime in October. So guys, relax, stay with me, don't go anywhere, and let's dive right into this.
Hello, my name is Yuval Raphael. I'm a 23-year-old. I was at the Nova Music Festival with 4 other of my friends. We were 5 in total. In Hebrew, we say we were in orot, like we were in lights. We were very excited. One of my friends waited for that party for like 6 months. It's a very, very big production. We went to the Kanta, to our resting place, and that's when everything started. And I remember looking immediately at my phone and I saw 40 updates, 40 notifications of red alerts. I was pretty calm about it because before October 7th, I was positioned in the army. I was the one that allows Palestinians in for work. There's a lot of Palestinian employees that have authorization to go inside Israel and work and then go back. So still, I was very, very calm. Like, I was a pretty calm person. So when I saw all of that, I was like, let's just stay. Like, we're on the Gaza Strip. This is something that happens here. But then, after a few minutes, everyone started screaming, like, you have to evacuate. This party is done. So we took all of our stuff. We took the tent and everything, and we just ran to the car. And that's when I saw all the missiles. There was a lot of people trying to get out. So there was a line of cars. We took a left and started driving. The idea was to go to Bar's house, which is 15 minutes away from where the party was in Kibbutz Or HaNer. When we connected to the 232 road, we started seeing cars going around, like going back to where the party is. And we couldn't understand what was going on. So we asked someone to stop the car. He opened the window and we asked him what is going on. And they were saying that there is probably a terrorist on the road shooting cars. Obviously, we were not taking any chances, and Adar, the one driving the car, she remembered we saw 2 bomb shelters on both sides of the roads. She decided she wanted to go inside the bomb shelter. So we turned around, we parked the car. There were tons of people there, outside the bomb shelter, inside the bomb shelter. When we went inside, I was constantly with my dad on the phone. And that's when we started hearing gunshots outside. And a lot of the people inside the bomb shelter, they started screaming, it's the military, it's fine. So I'm telling my dad, the military is here, they're handling the situation, it's fine. And then a few minutes later, they started screaming, we have a wounded person outside. And I just deliver everything to my dad back to the phone. Like, that's when the terrorists found us. They went inside the bomb shelter. First of all, they shot everyone that was in the pathway, and then they came inside and they started shooting everyone inside. I dropped my phone, and then what I remember is the pace of the gunshots. It was not like, it was boom, 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 boom. And then the shooting stopped, and because we were on the road, we could hear them going out, slamming the car door, and driving away. And so I looked to my friends, they were alive, and then I looked to my left to the girl that was holding my hand. She was lifeless, and she was dead. Like, her head was like this on my shoulder. I remembered my leg really hurting, and then I looked to my leg and I had this dead body all over my leg. We were around 50 people. After the first shooting, I called my dad to tell him I'm alive. And I was like, Dad, there is dead people. You have to call the police. You have to tell them to get to us. Like, he's processing the whole thing during the conversation.
איפה את?
תשלח משטרה לפה. אבא, יש מלא מתים, תשלח משטרה לפה.
אני שולח. מתים?
אבא, בבקשה, תשלח משטרה לפה.
אני שולח עכשיו. ממי, תהיי רגועה, תהיי רגועה. תשארי איתי על הקו, אל תנתקי ממני את הקו, טוב? תהיי בשקט.
And then there is like a switch that happens to him. He goes like, play dead. Play dead, just play dead, just hang up the phone with me, just play dead.
יובלי, רגע, ויש שם מחבלים עדיין?
מסתובבים, אבא, תשלחו ניידות.
תהיי מתה. יובלי, תהיי מתה. תהיי מתה. תנתקי את הטלפון ממני, תהיי מתה.
I hung up the phone. I told everyone that was in the bomb shelter that every single time that we hear them coming, we have to play dead. Even the ones who got gunshots. They came back inside, they shot again. Every time that they went out, I took my phone and I started calling the police constantly. And they were like, send me your location. And it was very bad signal inside the bomb shelters. After constantly calling the police for 4 hours and them constantly coming inside the bomb shelters, shooting more and more people, I had kind of like a breaking point. My leg felt like it was gonna explode. It was so hot inside. I remember the last conversation with one of the people that answers the phone from the police. And he told me again, there is a unit coming to you. That's where I snapped, telling him, but that's not true. No one is coming, no one is coming. It's been 4 freaking hours. Why is no one coming here? You're leaving us. Next time, maybe I won't be able to call you. Like, they keep killing people and we can't go out. And he's like, don't go out. Don't go out of the bomb shelter. When is someone coming? And I was just tired. I was so tired. I didn't want to call them anymore. I didn't want to talk to anyone. And I started asking myself, like, when is this going to end? Is this going to end? Am I going to die? And my leg was like the hardest part of everything. Like, I could feel my bones in this part starting to crack. And I remember at that point, I was done.
אבוש, אני עוד חיה, יש לי גופה ומלא רגליים שנשענות לי על הרגל כבר על 4 שעות. אני חושבת שיצטרכו לקרות לי אותם לחזור. אבל למה הם לא באים? למה אף אחד לא בא? למה?
The next time they come, I don't bend down. Like, I stay up, and obviously they're gonna shoot me and put a bullet in me, and that's it. And that, in a very weird way, calmed me down. Like, I knew when it's going to end. Like, I didn't know when the next time they're going to come, but I knew that the next time it's done. Like, I don't feel this pain anymore. I'm not in this situation anymore. I'm done. So, because that calmed me down, I did find the strength the next time they came to fight more and to hide again. Like, I didn't want my life to end there. So, after a few hours, at one point they started throwing grenades inside. The feeling that I remember is that when there was shootings, my heart was racing. But the first time I heard a grenade, I felt like my heart stopped. Like, the bombing was so strong that I felt like a few people that were inside the bomb shelters with us is the Sassi family. Avi Sassi, he jumped on the first grenade. I remember also at one point, every time after they started shooting throwing grenades, every time I opened my eyes, I could see like there's less and less people. And I didn't understand what that was. I didn't think about it at that time. But now, like, it was because people exploded. And then, because a lot of us had our phones, I remember someone saying something about the internet is saying that the military is now handling the situation. That's when they started coming less frequently. So at that point I started like looking for my phone. I remember like twisting a little bit to this side and I could see my phone on the back of the dead body or something, somewhere between around this area. And I found it and I picked it up and I called my dad. He told me on the phone, I found a rescuer. Like, I found someone that will pick you up. He is with a unit, he is looking for his daughter, which is also there. Talk to him, send him your location, and then he'll come get you. And then I told that to my friends. I called him. He asked me to count the survivors inside, like how many survivors there is inside. He said he was gonna be there in half an hour. And then it hasn't been half an hour, but someone started screaming like, is there anyone here that needs rescue? Anyone here that needs rescue? And I remember like really panicking because I imagined the way we're gonna be rescued so many times, and not for 1 second I thought like one person is gonna scream outside, does anyone needs rescue? And then all of the other people that were with me in the bomb shelter, they started screaming, yes, we need rescue, we need rescue, we need rescue. And I remember looking at Bar, my friend, and she's like, we're not getting out, we're not getting out. Also, my dad told her on the phone, there is a lot of terrorists that is disguised as military people. Don't go out, still play dead, play dead. And then I remember this guy coming inside. He had one arm on the wall and the other arm to the pathway with a gun. And he started screaming at us, get up, get up, get up. And then at one point he said, Nitzan, it's dad. And then we looked around to see who is Nitzan. And I saw that she actually got up. So we understood that this was her dad and this was a rescue. We are actually getting rescued now. And so everyone started getting up, like all of a sudden everyone. But I couldn't get up because I had the dead body on my leg. So when Adar, my friend, got up, I looked at her and I was like, you have to take her out. And she looked at me like I wasn't even talking. She was just staring at me like this. The rescuer screamed at her, why are you just standing there? Come on. And then she went to him. And then I saw Ben that got up and I said, Ben, you have to take her out. And I did the same thing. And then he realized, and then he took her hand, he pulled her a little bit and he managed to move her. And that's when I went to go out of the bomb shelter. And I had to step on top of the dead bodies. I looked up and I saw daylight. And I saw a truck and I saw another truck next to that truck. And then I looked to the side when I completely got up and I saw 2 soldiers leaning down with the guns. And then we drove away. He told us not to look outside. And then we were evacuated to the hospital. That's where I met my dad and my uncle and my sister. After the first week, we did an interview in the press, and it gave me strength, like to explain or to talk about it or to, like there was nothing I could do in that situation. Instead of only the bare minimum of trying to play dead. But now I feel like this is my way of fighting this. Like, it gives me my strength back to explain and to talk about it and to tell people and to maybe make a change, hopefully, of people understanding what had happened. So it's kind of the way to fight them back. It helps me heal a little bit because it helps me feel like I am fighting back. And also, this cannot happen again.
Guys, I'm just trying so hard to hold back my tears because this was so emotional, like so traumatizing. You could imagine one being in such situation, how traumatized you would be. Like you don't even know, like she said, she doesn't even know when it's going to end. You don't even know the next step. You don't even know what is coming up next. It's a sad experience that no one should even pray for. This story has really taught me something. We should be hopeful. We should be resilient, you know, hoping for the best, because she kept on calling. She never gave up, hoping that help will come, and that help was what she got. Despite the fact that she had a big injury on her leg, still she found courage, she found strength to get up, because that is what she had always wanted. And I must say, her dad did a wonderful job, never got tired of speaking to his daughter to know what is happening at each moment. And guys, I could imagine how traumatized the dad or the parents will even be at that moment. But I'm so glad she was able to pull through. She was able to scale through. She was able to stay alive. You're a strong lady, and I appreciate you for having the courage to speak up, to bring this story to the world. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.